This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Going balls out in the lumberyard, watching the Grunion Pro Magi. If you're listening to this, don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 105. My name is Adam. Today we're joined by Kevin. How are you, Kevin?
I'm doing pretty good.
And we're also joined by Ryan. How are you, sir?
I'm alright.
What movie do we have you watch this week?
Shit, I forget the name of it now. Goal 2, Living the Dream.
Goal 2, Living the Dream. Picked this in honor of Non-Stop coming out this week. Same director. The guy's name is Kwame Colette-Serra. Probably mispronouncing that. Apologies. I have a synopsis here. When Newcastle United soccer star Santiago Munez is offered a spot with Real Madrid, he accepts, but the move, accompanied by big money and fame, tests his ties and loyalties to family, friends, and business acquaintances.
Oh, man.
Do have a trailer here. Let's give this a listen. This is Goal 2, Living the Dream.
It was all he ever wanted.
It's a dream start for Newcastle!
But for Santiago Munez,
Here's to your new home and may all your ups and downs be in the bedroom. Mom!
this was only the beginning.
I've been on the phone for hours. They want to meet us. Oh my God.
I'm not sure I want to live in Spain.
I can't walk away from this chance.
Now,
This is my life.
he's living the dream.
I think we get the idea there. Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about Goal 2?
There's a guy that plays for Newcastle United, and he gets bought by Real Madrid, and he goes to Madrid and starts getting involved in money and fame and all that. And he's like a good substitute player. But then he finds out that his estranged mother lives in Madrid, and he meets his little brother, and that fucks with his head, so he becomes a bad player, and then he ends up cheating on his girlfriend, which screws with his head even more, and then all of a sudden he gets good, and Real Madrid makes the Champions League final, and they win, and that's it.
Oh, sounds exciting. The tagline of this movie says, "This time, the dream is real." Or is it real? Or is it a play on words?
I think it's a play on words.
I like to read it as the dream
Real.
is real.
Makes that a lot better.
So, what did you think of this?
It was alright. It was a little, it was a little far-fetched, a little bit, but I thought, like, when they're actually playing games, there's a lot of real players, and they did a good job, like, meshing everything together, because when the actor people are playing, it looks like they're really in a game with all the real players.
But they're not.
No.
Okay.
The ending has me quite bitter. They play at Arsenal in the Champions League final. And as you know, that's my favorite team. And my first problem is that they have all these real players. And as they're announcing names, I'm looking at all of them, and they're all the real players.
Okay.
And then they announced TJ Harper. And I'm like,
Yes.
who the Who is? And I was like, I recognize that guy from somewhere. And sure enough, it's Nick Cannon
What?
playing on Arsenal.
Yep, Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon.
That was the first thing that jumped out to me. I was like, Nick Cannon's in this movie?
He's not in it very much. In fact, he doesn't talk at all. But it pissed me off that he was like, they had all these real people, and they have Nick Cannon.
It seems unnecessary. Because
Yeah,
by the looks of it, they have a ton of real players in this movie. Why would you have to go out and get Nick Cannon? And why Nick Cannon? Why?
That's also my question.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just like B-list players either. I mean, they got like big players in this movie.
Yeah, they have a lot of players from Barcelona, Real Madrid, León from France, Arsenal, and Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon. That seems so ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't really get that at all. I mean, I know that this came out in the US, but like, do you think that was to try to attract more American audiences?
I don't, maybe because in the Champions League final he scores a goal.
Wait, they let Nick Cannon score a goal?
Yep.
You gotta be
Against-
shitting me.
Against Casillas, who is one of the best goalkeepers in the world. They cannot score against.
Apparently not. Or maybe just Nick Cannon's like an unknown great soccer player.
Could be.
I don't think so.
When I watched the trailer, this seemed sort of like Fast and the Furious, but just with soccer.
With soccer.
Sort of, yeah.
Or like, I'm trying to think of, there's probably a number of other sports movies that have the same kind of theme. Like, was Any Given Sunday sort of like this, where he
Any Given Sunday was a fucking mess.
where he was, is that what happened in that movie? Where Jamie Foxx was like the all-star player and he was dealing with like the fame and stuff. Is that what happened in that movie? I don't even remember.
I can't remember either.
I just remember that it was like extremely fast paced, like ridiculously so.
Yeah, I remember that.
This was also, there was some speed up in this as well.
I would admit it. Now, I'm thinking that when they film like the soccer matches themselves, that it's just like really fast paced, fast cuts, and a lot of shaky cam. Would that be correct?
Yeah, but when, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
I mean, was it
Give it
good?
a-
Was it
give it
good?
a- Give it a shot.
The shots themselves were good, but, like, when they're playing, it looks like the Santiago guy, like, it's him and a few, like, David Beckham, they had the same shot. So it all looks real, like it really happened.
Mm-hmm. So now you're a big soccer fan. You've seen a lot of soccer movies. You've seen this one in the past. Where does this stack up with other soccer movies? Like, what is your favorite soccer movie, and then where does this land?
My favorite soccer man, that's a hard one. I don't know. I really like showing soccer.
Yes.
No, because it's real, but because it made me laugh.
I wasn't even thinking about that, but I think that is
wasn't
my
either.
favorite soccer movie too.
I think I would agree. I think we are all three in agreement. Shaolin Soccer, hands down, best soccer movie.
This wasn't a great movie, but it was about soccer, so of course I'm gonna like enjoy it. Like as soon as I sat down to watch it, I was like, "Oh, this movie's 2 hours long. That sucks." And I saw what it was, and I was not disappointed.
Now there's, I think, 3 goal movies in the series. Is that right?
Yeah.
Where does this stack up against the other two?
I would say this one, I like the first one the best.
Okay.
Now, do all three center around the same player?
Yes. The first one is when he gets from nothing to being at Newcastle United.
Oh,
When he
okay.
gets to Real Madrid. And the third one, he goes to the Mexican national team.
Oh, I was hoping that it was when he was like close to retirement and he comes to the MLS.
That would have been cool.
Maybe that's goal 4.
Goal 4. The
Goal
retirement.
4.
The retirement year.
Goal 4.
Still-
MLS graveyard.
Goal 4. The
production.
Galaxy. Playing for the Galaxy.
Goal 4.
Still in
Portland Timbers.
pre-production.
Poor Oh my god. Does the third one so he plays for the Mexican national team, is it World Cup? Does he go to the World Cup?
Yeah.
Figured.
I can't remember if they called the World Cup or not. I don't think they do because I don't think they're allowed to.
Yeah, they probably call it
That
the
would be-
World Championship or something.
That's awesome.
And
Now, I have a quick question for you, Ryan, because
What's
I
up?
was sure that Nick Cannon wasn't a soccer player, and it turns out that he was in this movie. I also see that Rutger Hauer's in this movie. Please tell me that Rutger Hauer's not a soccer player.
I hope he
He is
is.
not.
He's a goalkeeper.
he,
God.
he plays the coach of Real Madrid.
Yeah, I saw him in the trailer.
Oh, thank God.
And that's also like a good shot because like during games, it looks like they're actually playing a game with hundreds of thousands of fans, and it's all actually happening, and it's really not.
Nice.
I just love the way that you said that.
Have you ever seen The Damned United?
I have not. It's on
Jeez.
my list.
What the fuck?
That was
God.
that was a really big one that came out just a couple years ago.
Unbelievable.
And there was that other one that just came out recently, like maybe 2 years ago, about Manchester United and the plane crash. Did you see that one?
I think I saw parts of it, but as an Arsenal fan, I really hate Man U.
Okay, so if Man U's involved, you don't want to see it, but any other
Yes.
soccer movie you'll watch.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Man U and Nick Cannon.
You-
As long as either of them are involved, I'm good.
What about Ladybugs? Were you a fan of
Just-
Ladybugs?
I was thinking. Or Walt Disney's The Big Green.
Oh, I remember seeing the Big Green in theaters, and I don't remember anything about it other than the fact that the dude from The Sandlot was in it.
Why did you see that? Why did that happen?
Because I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
I was a kid, and I loved The Sandlot, and I saw that the kid from The Sandlot was in it, so I was all about it.
All about it.
All right, well let's talk about this director. So he has Non-Stop coming out. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But he also is the same guy that did Orphan. Either of you see Orphan?
No.
I saw parts of it.
I didn't like it.
You and your parts of it.
Yeah, I don't understand people that say, "Oh, I saw part of that."
I saw parts of it because I hated it and I turned it off.
Oh, there you go.
Well, okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
His first film was House of Wax, the remake from 2005, starring Paris Hilton.
That was terrible.
I think Paris Hilton was in that, right?
Yep.
Yes.
The only thing that I remember being awesome was at Madame Tussauds in New York. They did a House of Wax room, and it was ridiculous because some of the figures were wax and some were real people.
Ooh.
And it was really horrifying.
Yes,
He also did Unknown with Liam Neeson. That came out a few years ago.
which I actually saw that one.
Wasn't
I've
a big
seen one of
fan.
those.
Wasn't
No,
a,
I was not.
wasn't a big fan of that.
Is that the one with the wolves?
No.
Uh,
That you're thinking of The Gray, which was actually really good.
I would like if they put all of these together, like all of these Liam Neeson movies. Like Unknown, he wakes up from a coma on a plane with wolves on the plane.
And then he gets a call and finds out that his daughter's kidnapped.
Exactly. So he's got to land the plane and then get his daughter back. But first he's got to get through the wolves.
Or to make it even more realistic, the plane crashes in the wilderness.
Oh, then he has to fight the wolves
Oh my
twice.
God.
He's got to fight them in the plane and then on their home turf.
And when he crashes, he awakens from a coma only to discover that someone has taken on his identity.
Oh, that would be amazing. I think we might have just written the greatest Liam Neeson movie.
I think so. They are making a Taken 3.
Who?
I don't know anything about it yet, but I know that it's happening.
Do you think the kidnappers will be taken this time?
Apparently in Taken 3, no one will be taken.
Do you think he'll get a phone call letting him know that?
Oh, God. I don't really remember anything about Unknown. I remember being underwhelmed.
I remember it being terrible, and the main thing I remember being terrible is January Jones.
Oh, God, yeah, I remember that.
Because she's terrible in pretty much everything.
Yeah, I remember that. So that's pretty much all this guy has. Do you wanna say anything else about Goal 2, Ryan, before I give you your drum roll?
No, just all the facts are incorrect about this movie. It really makes me. Okay, Arsenal has not won a trophy, a major trophy since I believe '04. And this movie came out in '06. And they were in the '07. And they were supposedly in the Champions League final. Well, the only final they've ever been in was against Barcelona in 2006, I believe. So nothing lines up at all.
Well, this isn't a biopic.
Well, except for Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon did play for Arsenal in '06, '07.
Yeah.
Correct?
Maybe.
Maybe that's why they didn't make it to the Champions League final in '07.
Because they
didn't have Nick Cannon. That's their key.
I have to talk to the boss about signing in. Shoot him a note on Twitter.
Oh, God. All right, Ryan. What do you give Goal 2, Living the Dream?
6.
Ooh.
6 out of 10. Not too bad.
Does he indeed live the dream?
Do I live the dream?
Well,
we know you live the dream.
I live the dream every day.
I thought so.
Does he live the? I guess, yeah. He lives my dream.
Does he get his shit together? Like by the end, I'm assuming he gets his shit together.
Yeah.
Do they learn from each other?
Yeah.
What about in the third one? Does he like lose it again and start hanging out with hookers and partying?
I don't think so. I don't remember. I saw all these like probably 4 years ago, maybe.
Is Nick Cannon in the third one playing for the U.S. national team?
No.
Is T.J. Harper?
T.J. Harper.
That'd be awesome. Do they learn from each other? Is that how he gets his shit together in Goal 2, Living the Dream?
No.
Seems like a missed opportunity.
Nick Cannon learns from Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon learns from Nick Cannon. So, what do you think about Non-Stop with Liam Neeson?
I like the idea of it. It seems like a cool idea. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know how well it's gonna be executed, but it seems like an interesting idea.
I saw the trailer for this like 5 times, and every time I immediately think that Julianne Moore is the one that's the killer.
That's what I think.
I don't know if you're supposed to think that, but Like, as soon as I see it, I'm like, well, she's the killer. I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty bad, but it could be just kind of, like all of Liam Neeson's action movies, just kind of dumb fun.
Yeah.
It's an interesting premise. I like the idea. It's definitely, I like those kind of thrillers. I've said it before. Containment.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. And I don't know. I think it all depends on where they go with it, like the twists that occur.
Yeah.
And how
But really,
logical
how many
it is.
twists can occur when you're on a plane?
Well, we don't know who the killer is, and then like the money is they're trying to frame him clearly because they said in the trailer that the money's going into his bank account, so they're trying to make it out to be that he's the one hijacking the plane.
Oh no, he's got to fight off everybody, but save him at the same time.
Yes, there's a lot.
So
It's gonna be
question.
nonstop twist.
If the money's going into his account, why can't he just take it?
I know.
It's
He
his account.
just be like, fuck it. I'm getting like millions of dollars in my account. Well, I don't think that they actually put the money in there. I think it's like they give him his account number. You know what I mean? Like the killer says, unless you put this money in this account, I'm gonna kill somebody. He gives it to the people. They look it up and they're like, dude, this is your account.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, it sounds so tense.
Yeah, it does.
Let's see where it goes.
Yeah. All right. Any final thoughts, Ryan?
This is better than most of the crap I had to watch. That sounds perfect.
It does have a 39% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I wonder, do they have cricket films like this? I don't know why, but I would like to see a cricket film.
Play cricket.
I don't know. I don't know anything about cricket.
In this same vein, like super kinetic, high energy cricket film.
Or curling.
Yes, that would be. I would enjoy that too.
I don't know, but I am down to see a cricket film.
There's
Man, to see a curling film.
I'm down to see a curling film too.
Yeah,
High octane.
Man.
I just got myself a list of cricket films. Here we go.
Is there Cricket 2, Living the Dream?
No, there is not, unfortunately.
Or what's one of the weird terms that they use in cricket? Don't they say wicket or something like that?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I know they use the word wicked, but I don't know what it is.
There's a bowler.
A bowler? Okay.
You have a bowler?
Is it? I think that's like the pitcher, like the equivalent of the pitcher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a weird sport.
I'm gonna learn all about some cricket.
All right, well, I think that'll wrap it up. For all the latest film news and reviews, visit us at filmpulse.net. Follow us on Twitter at filmpulse.net, and be sure to rate us on iTunes. We appreciate that very much. For filmpulse.net, my name is Adam.
All right, Kevin.
And we'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
What was that? Is somebody breaking into your house?
No, it's my mom hitting the trash can.
Oh, okay.